So boys, in this video I'm going to showcase how we are generating video creatives via AI that slaps and that performs better than real person videos on meta advertising. This is something that we're using every single month for our own company, where we're spending around $12,000 to $15,000, and for our clients we're spending around $40,000 to $50,000 a month on paid advertising, primarily on Meta. And we are not using any real faces anymore. We're not using my face, we're not using our clients' faces anymore. In this video I'm going to go through what is important whenever you're generating these videos. What do people give a shit about? What do they not give a shit about? I'll just show you a few examples of creatives that actually perform.
Brands in Dubai. We guarantee increasing your store's revenue and profit without increasing ad spend. We have generated over 57 million in sales without losing profit by combining Meta ads with WhatsApp and email marketing.
Great, this is another example of a creative that we're making for a partner. This is incredibly simple, it gets straight to the point. It has an offer, it has a unique mechanism which is combining Meta advertising with WhatsApp and email marketing. This had a 1.5% click-through rate, link click-through rate on Meta advertising, which, if you don't know, out of 100 people who are looking at the advertisement, 1.5 of them will continue, which is fine. The CTR is a pretty important metric for you to see how well your advertising is performing, but not the end-all, be-all metrics. Another example, you can see...
I run a car insurance brokerage in Texas. We used to waste hours calling leads that never picked up until we got introduced to August and the team behind Magna. Now we're only speaking to serious, pre-qualified buyers.
Great, let me just show you the results of these so you don't think this is just bullshit. Give me one sec. All right, so I'm going to show you this one as an example. This is a campaign that we only spent $4,000 on. This is in Danish crowns, so I apologize for that. I'm Danish, by the way, so you know. So to show you a few examples, you can see the performance of these are pretty insane. This is around probably $35 per booked appointment that we're getting in on all these different campaigns. And we had around a 25% closing rate on all these, which means for every fourth lead that came in, this is including no-shows, by the way, we closed them on anywhere from $2,000 to $5,000 of a one-time fee, and then recurring, we upsold around 30% of them on recurring service. So just to show a few examples. We have Nathan Street interview. This is a guy that we just generated via Arc Ads. Very simple.
My company sells life insurance in Texas, Florida, and California. And last year we used to waste hours calling leads that never picked up until I got introduced to August and Oscar from Magna. Our partnership works on a full pay per lead basis. I pay them no retainers or ad spend.
So, you can see this is AI. Like, every idiot can see it, but people don't give a shit. Especially in the US, this is an American campaign, by the way, which makes it even more impressive that we're spending $35 per booked appointment. But what matters is the offer. And it's the fact that this is UGC content. It feels like the person is speaking directly to them. And this guy, he looks like a guy that people want to become as well. So we are designing these people directly of authorities in the industries that we're targeting out. For example, in life insurance agencies right here, this is what people want to become. This is also why we're showcasing, creatives of people sitting in Ferraris and stuff like that, because that's our authority. That's what people want to become. Let me just show you another example. This one. This is, again, a person sitting in a Ferrari. This is, we're targeting out investors in this case. This is investors who wants to go to Dubai and invest in real estate. Every single investor wants to become this person. They want to become the guy in the nice car who are living a good life, who owns real estate in Dubai, and this is kind of the target audience. So the ICP, which is why we are getting so effective creatives, like I think the ICP almost matters more than what you're saying. Obviously, you need a direction in terms of what you're saying in the ads. You need a good hook, you need an offer, you need a social proof, and you need a call to action. And if you have those four things, and you have a good ICP that matches the ICP or the ideal customer profile that your customer is, then you have a banger fucking video that's going to perform extremely well on Meta. The key to making these videos, and you can probably see my theme is just making 15 to 20-second videos that get straight to the point. I don't make 1-minute videos or 2-minute videos or anything like that, because I think it's missing out the point. I'm targeting the people who are already looking for a solution right now. I don't give a shit about education or anything like that. The market is big enough in order for you to target out people who are directly looking for a solution right now. And you want to get your offer across as fast as humanly possible, and you want to build trust at the same time. You can also see that, what I'm doing with all these creatives is I'm choosing old men that are 40, 50 years old, that have a wife or a kid. You look at me, I'm 25 years old, and I'm sitting in Dubai right now. Most companies wouldn't necessarily trust me to be the person who is going to solve their problem until they get to know me a little bit more in my funnel. They need to understand who I am. I couldn't be saying the same thing that this guy is saying, and I would probably only get half the results. I would pay twice as much for the leads compared to getting a guy like this to say it for me. And the beautiful thing about this is the fact that you can do this with AI incredibly easy. So now I'm going to go into, how you are going to generate these videos incredibly easy. It's taking me anywhere from 15 to 20 minutes to generate a video, and you want to launch this creative and get straight to the point, and just test out many different concepts. So first of all, you want to go into artlist, or you want to go into argads. I don't give a shit what you're using, because everything is the same, because they're using the same API integrations like Sora, like Vue, like all these video generators. It's all the same shit. But this is just platforms that's making everything easier, and they're kind of the package it in a way where you can generate leads, or where it's just easier for you to generate the videos, if that makes sense. So I'm going to use Sora 2 Pro. As you're watching this video right now, you probably this video is probably only relevant for the next 2, 3, 4 months. I'm using Sora 2 Pro because it's just the best way to generate organic, real content. And let's say that I want to generate leads for AI search optimization, which is something that I've already done right here. Let me just show you. Boom, like this. So first,
organic rank.
Let me just show you an example of what I did.
No one gives a shit about your organic ranking on Google anymore. They all search for the best service in your niche on ChatGPT, and we guarantee to rank you #1 on LLMs in 2 to 5 months. Learn more by clicking on the link, but only if you think no one gives a shit about your organic ranking on Google anymore.
All right. So I'm going to show you this script. This is a prompt that I literally gave it, and this is everything. So I already have this prompt. This is what I wrote to it. The most important thing here is you make these handheld videos. The reason they work so well is because it's authentic, and you want to choose the right people. This guy, he doesn't look so. He honestly have to look attractive in order for him to get a higher click-through rate on Meta. This guy doesn't work that well. This guy also doesn't work that well because he looks a little bit like a retard, to be honest. But this guy looks like a fucking New York City software entrepreneur, and this is the perfect ICP that we're trying to target out. So every single time that I'm making a video script, first the ICP, which is incredibly important, is here. And what is the setting looking like? So make an organic iPhone handheld video of a typical 30-year-old entrepreneur walking in downtown New York outside, walking as he's shooting a video for his story. Super organic, very important. He has a deep, manly voice and seems genuine and trustworthy, high energy, authentic and real, dry humor, sarcastic as well, no music, subtitles or anything, just a raw video. This is the exact script he says. No one gives a shit about your organic ranking on Google anymore. They all search for the best service in your niche on ChatGPT, and we guarantee to rank you #1 on ChatGPT. I'm actually going to change this in 2 to 5 months. I'm actually just going to change this to a more definite number instead. Learn more by clicking on the link, but only if you think I'm hot. You think I'm a retard for writing this. I thought it was super funny, but no one probably thinks it's funny. So I actually edited that out afterwards. It's just my dry humor. But that's basically what I did. So I did put this in, and this is what I
No one gives a shit about your organic ranking on Google anymore.
Good. Whenever you're done with that, you can download this video. You can literally make this longer if you want to, but Sora only allows you to make 12-second videos. Ideally, it should be around 20 seconds if I could, but I can't, and I'm not going to spend more time on making more videos. I'm not going to spend more credits on it because it's not necessary. You can probably get 20% more performance out of the video if you just made it a little bit longer, but I'm going to show you how. Now you want to go into CapCut. You don't use any of these AI tools. The main issue that people are the main reason to why people are not succeeding with AI video creatives is the fact that they're just literally pumping out that shit on an AI video generator tool, and then they plug that shit straight into Meta, and obviously it doesn't perform in that case. The reason it doesn't perform is because the pacing is all wrong. You don't have no subtitles, you have no B-roll, you have no call to action in the end, and it's just a super awkward video that everyone can see is AI. But you need to make it engaging and fast-paced, and you need to make the hook super interesting. You need to add background music, you need to add a solid call to action, and whenever you've done all that shit in the editing and the production, then you're going to get the videos to perform. And to this day, we've had plus 14 full-time people on my team. I've never been able to hire a video editor that's going to be able to make the same creatives as I can, because copywriting and the overall production of the video is going to be something that you have to do yourself, because you understand your offer and the pain points of your industry much better than anyone else on your team, and it's just impossible to find anyone else than you to do that. So I still produce all my videos myself. This is actually my #1 role in my own company. It's just literally generating video creatives. It's making VSL funnels. It's making normal funnels, landing pages, etc. It's doing overall strategy for all our clients as well. This is still something I'm doing to this day because I just can't sacrifice the quality that I'm getting compared to the other guys on my team, which is super talented. But this is just something that I know so deeply that I know the performance will be so much higher by doing this myself. So create new project. Boom. I'm going to take this video in that I just downloaded. And now what we want to do is we want to first of all cut this video and clip this so we can have a little bit of pacing. I just always do a little bit of speed so I can do this faster, but it's only 12 seconds, so it doesn't really matter too much.
No one gives a shit about your organic ranking on Google anymore.
And I can see, all right, let me just do this in not speed because you're not going to be able to follow. So the most important thing is...
Shit about your organic ranking on Google anymore.
You can see this is a 1 second break. Don't do that in meta advertising, get straight to the point. And the same thing here. You can see all these kind of low levels on in the volume. You want to cut that shit out, so the video is going to be more fast paced.
No one gives a shit about your organic ranking on Google anymore. They all search for the best search
Boom. Boom. So
anymore.
So ideally what you want to do is you want to cut this part out. I'm clicking on Command B right now, but you can also just click, you can also just click on split right here. I think you can cut split scenes, whatever. But just click on Command B or whatever you're on. If you're on Windows, I'm not going to show you what. Yeah, probably it's Control B, I think, right? Must be.
More. They all search.
So you cut this part out, but the key is here, you don't want to put them like this. You want to make sure that the audio is still going, and you want to stack this on top of each other because you're getting this nice effect then.
They all search for the best.
Boom.
They all search for the best service in your niche on ChatGPT.
Boom, and I'm going to cut this part out, and then, and I can see he's starting talking here. Boom, plug this in.
And we guarantee to rank you #1 on LLMs in 2 to 5 months.
Yeah, so my issue with this script is, we already generated a meeting on this one. We've only spent $16 on paid advertising. This is an American ad. And
learn more by clicking on the link, but only if you think. More by clicking on the link, but only.
Yeah, I'm gonna cut this, but only if you think I'm hot out. It's not funny at all.
5 months. No one gives a shit.
So I can probably cut a little, like 2 milliseconds off this. And this is incredibly important because it's a hook. A lot of people say that the first 3 seconds are the most important when you're making video creatives. I think it's the first 0.8 seconds. So, a lot of people would, keep this in. And I can guarantee you this is something I've tested, that the performance will decrease. Maybe by 10% or 5% by not cutting these milliseconds out. So very important that you do that part. Good, that's done now. So now you have.
No one gives a shit about your organic ranking on Google anymore. They all search for the best service in your niche on ChatGPT, and we guarantee to rank you #1 on LLMs in 2 to 5 months. Learn more by clicking on the.
Yeah, so you can probably do
5 months. Learn more by clicking.
Like this, yeah. This is only 9 seconds long. I'm gonna compound this clip right now. So now.
No one gives a shit about you.
Boom. This is something you can all learn. The editing, I'm not going to go into detail. This is something you can do in another video or check some editing channels out. I'm not going to show you what to do there. It's pretty simple. So MP3, you want to find some music. Let me just find this on Pixabay. So you, and you want to find, what's it called, hip hop. I like hip hop because my ICP, my target audience is says entrepreneurs in this case. This is people who are sitting in hoodies, listening to Drake, listening to like even anime as well if you're targeting out Asians. So I'll find some fast-paced, pretty hip-hop, modern music. Bass. I'm gonna search for. Boom. The reason this is good is because the beats are fast. It's gonna. This is also fine. Boom, like this, and you want to take this down to around -24.
Your organic ranking on Google anymore. They all search for the best service in your niche on ChatGPT, and we guarantee.
A lot of people are gonna think that this video looks shit. Trust me, I've spent plus $10,000 or $15,000 on these professional shoots. I can even go into my Instagram, my company Instagram. You can literally see it. I've spent $10,000, $15,000 on professional videographers, hiring actors and all that stuff to make these beautiful sabri-subi videos, and they don't work at all compared to making organic, authentic content that seems like literally a person that's posting a story. This is content that's performing now.
No one gives a shit about your organic ranking on the link.
Boom, and then I want to have some kind of background into, so I'm just taking a screenshot here and plugging that in as well. I'm gonna make this big, boom, compound clip, boom. And what do we have here? Put some particles on, make it look real nice. This is something I've we're done.
Clicking on the link.
Boom. Boom, like this. So now we have the
2
outro
to
as
5
well, which
months.
is
Learn
going
more
to be
about
the reason this is only 12 seconds long, so I need to put an outro in here. It's going to make it possible for people to understand exactly what to do. You want to basically think of your audience as 5-year-olds that needs exact direction in terms of where they need to go. And if you you need to make it very, very clear. That's why, if you don't add a call to action to an ad, well, then your performance will probably decrease by 30 to 40% because people is not instructed visually to what they need to do because they're just caught in this loop of sitting and scrolling on social media. If you don't break that pattern, then they're just going to scroll past it, even though you had a great video that they actually were interested in. They will just scroll past it. So you're going to be like, click on learn more to learn exactly how it works. It's a soft call to action to get them to learn a little bit more, not too much commitment where it's going to be shop now or book an appointment. You want to teach them more on the landing page that you're going to send them over to.
No one gives a shit about your organic.
Good. Done like this. Text. I'm going to put some captions on it as well. Make sure that there's colors on the captions. The reason for that is because it's just going to perform better on social media. It's going to grab more attention. And I'm also going to take the captions. Boom. And put it up under the chin so you're only watching and looking one thing at the time. Boom. This is fine.
No one gives a shit about your.
I think I'm also going to put this down a little bit because there's not enough context on this video. So now I'm going to boom. Undo compact clip. And I'm going to compact this again. Boom. Put a little bit of particles up. And then I'm just going to have a kind of banner up here, which gives the overall.
No one gives a shit about your organic ranking on Google anymore. They all search for the best.
Boom, like this. And you're going to see the full picture whenever I'm done with this one, but this is how I'm doing it every single time. This is what has performed really well for us. I'm going to show you some more results after this, by the way. Okay, so we guarantee, by the way, using guarantee in your offers is probably the most underrated thing that's going to, we tested this. We had the exact same script, the same avatar, the same everything, and we used guarantee instead of we generate leads for your company, and we had a much higher or much lower cost per lead. Probably, I think we were paying around $50 to $60 for a booked appointment without guarantee, and then $29 to $45, or $29 to around $35 for videos with using guarantees in the offers. So we guarantee. ChatGPT like this. Boom. Boom, like this. Boom. And then I'm going to make this in the same as this one. So we have some consistency here. And you want to make sure you have the story icon up here whenever you're making the ads. And you also want to put this a little bit down now. Boom. Like this here. Then boom, like this. Boom. And then it's going to have a, I want to make sure that you have a click on, click here to more, and you want to have an actual button on this one. You will also get the call to action on Meta, but put an extra button in here so you make sure that there's a clear call to action. This is, I promise you, this is going to make the ad much more efficient or effective. So we're going to put a background on this one. There's going to be probably some, I'm probably going to make this yellow like this, and then make this color black. Boom, click here to learn more, and round it a little bit more, height, width, and then I'm going to put an animation on this as well, so it just fades out, fades in. Looks like Windows XP, all of these. Don't you have a fade in here? Whatever, we're gonna use this one, doesn't really matter too much. Boom. That's basically it. This is the ad.
No one gives a shit about your organic ranking on Google anymore. They all search for the best service in your niche on ChatGPT, and we guarantee to rank you #1 on LLMs in 2 to 5 months. Learn more by clicking on the link.
Yeah, and you can see this is not even ending. Let me just undo this compound.
Clicking on the link, but
And I'm gonna just do them like this. Believe it or not, this is creatives that are performing. I can give you so many examples of clients or of agencies and companies and service-based businesses who are spending literally $5,000 or $10,000 on a video ad that just doesn't perform. You get straight to the point, and then you get a little bit commitment, and then you get them all to a landing page where you educate them bit by bit by bit by bit. And then I'm also going to show you the landing page now of what we're sending them all to a landing page. And this landing page is incredibly simple, and I'm going to show you why. I've made probably 50 to 100 VSL funnels in my time, and this performs much better. The reason it performs much better, this is what we're using for our clients as well, is because it gets straight to the point. There's no other options. I cannot click on anything else. There's no navigation bar or anything like that. I can only click on this one. And then I'm just committing more and more for every single point that I'm clicking on. So it's not like this, there's no information decision fatigue here, because I'm getting one information point at the time. This is performance, or this funnel is converting by around 8% right now, which means out of 100 people, around 8 of them book an appointment after going through this entire funnel. Click on this, and average e-commerce partner stays with that. Boom, boom, boom. You got just going straight to the point. Then you start collecting information about them. And that's so. I know this video was kind of all over the place. I'm just trying to show you as much as humanly possible. If you thought this video was interesting, then keep in touch, and you know how to do that. So yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.